Hiya Colin, great to meet you yesterday and do a little bit of work on your short game. I mean, obviously you're having dramas initially, and the big issue is controlling the low point of the swing. Remember what we said, we swing in a circle, that circle has a low point, and the thing that separates good ball strikers from poor ball strikers is the ability to move that low point out in front of the golf ball so that we ensure that we hit the ball, then the turf. Once we get the solid contact, we can start to generate the force needed, i.e. in this instance, get some feel for shorter shots, and we can also start to control direction. So if we take a little look at you, first of all, from face on, quite a wide stance for the length of shot you're hitting, and the shaft of the club sitting quite vertically. I'd like to see the stance a little bit narrower and just a touch more weight on the left so the shaft leans towards the target. As you take the club back, we don't make a bad attempt at that, but then on the way through, the weight moves back, and the club, as you can see, they're clearly bottoming out before the ball. We've got a lot of spine tilt coming into it for such a short shot. If the spine tilts back, the weight moves back with it, and we've just made it very easy to hit the ground behind the ball. We looked at it from then down the line, and we discussed what's apparent when anybody drops back, as you're doing. Anybody who drops back through impact on such a short shot is going to get that right knee running out at the golf ball too much. So if we look at your right knee position at setup, and then take a little look of it as you go back, it deepens, which is fine. It should then return to the setup flex, which it does, and then it should never get in front of that point. You can see with yours it clearly moves out towards the ball. When the right knee shoots out, the body drops back, and in this instance it also throws the club out towards the golf ball, and we can see there that you're striking the ball right out the neck of the golf club, hence the odd shank that you're getting on occasion. So the main ideas that we brought into this were to straighten the right leg at setup. This is going to give you a feeling of being forward through impact. We also discussed trying to lead with the handle of the club a little bit more. You can see as you do that, as you're coming into the hitting area, there's nowhere near as much tilt in the spine. The right leg is much less kinked in, and we just bottomed out beautifully, right in line with the golf ball. Once you did that, everything started to fall into place. You can see there, you struck that one beautifully. You can see the ball popping straight up in the air. You hit some super shots, and we didn't hit any shanks whatsoever. If we take a little look at you now from address, we're going to put that line where the knees are. You can see as you go back, right knee's never going to get out in front of. I'm just cheating a little bit there. There you go, it's more like it. Right knee doesn't kink forward quite as much. Right knee doesn't move out to the ball quite as much. Returns to its flex, keeps you moving forward, and as a result, you're going to get a much more centered impact than you were getting before. So we can see now that as you're coming in, we're much more in line with the middle of the golf club. So it's a combination of things. Controlling the low point of your swing is critical. We've given you a few exercises to work on in that. We did also discuss how this may affect your long game. So if you do want to hit a few fuller shots with that right knee flexed or right knee straightened, it isn't going to do too much harm. But the key thing is to prevent the centre of your swing, the upper body, tilting back too much through impact. And the way we police that is via the location of the body weight during the swing. Good luck with it, and I'll see you again in a week or so's time. Well done.